Alrighty, let me grab some weights and start getting warmed up. Back and shoulders is on our menu, but that could be just as simple as doing some good shoulder work and pull-ups, something like that. What supplements to recommend? I'm so glad you asked. It's our sponsor, Legion, over there. I'll take care of you. Exclamation mark Legion in the chat for their website. Exclamation mark subs for an unboxing video. And you can even type exclamation mark Legion quiz to take a quick quiz about your goals and get hooked up with some subs that can help you with that. DH, thank you so much for the raid, bro. Just hopping on cam for our very first set of warm-up reps, so perfect timing on that one. Thanks, man. Just finished a workout, picked up the boy from school. Good day. All right, now. The sickly week off didn't slow you down? Nah. Let's get right on back to it. Got this, dude. Plenty of time to regain the momentum, but it doesn't sound like it's taking you very long. Super jacked as always, thanks. Oh, just gonna try to get warmed up today. The schedule's been just a teeny bit weird, but this week's been okay. But we're gonna just get warmed up and keep it rolling. I think we should be able to get some wow going with Jenny. Used to look a little bit bigger. Yeah, I haven't eaten today, so looking a little flat, but also probably a little bit lighter than usual. I mean, I weigh just over 200 pounds, so I've been heavier for sure. 1 whole year is insane, man. Thanks so much for that prime, dude. Pumping us up. Might look bigger as the day goes on, too. Get a little pump action going on. But yeah. A little bit leaner. We're going to be playing a lot of Lost Ark when it comes out, yeah. Oh, yeah. MMO, a little bit of action RPG inspiration, definitely. Right up my alley. 5'11", is how tall I am. 5'11". Yeah. But yeah, by the way, just a little over 200 right now. So weight's coming up nicely. It's good. It's good. You'll probably buy the Nordic Track cycle machine soon. Really? Pumping. Been watching the TBC content. That's fun. Thanks for watching, man. Well, before you go out and get you a whole Nordic Track cycle machine, make sure you get that sub rolling. How long from a month? Guess we'll find out. Stick around. You and your wife got your Lost Ark Platinum pre-orders? I think I might need to get mine going. We'll see about it. Might have to. A full body workout in short stints every day? Or more focused muscle groups once or twice a week? I mean, I usually probably do the make sure you hit a muscle group, you know, twice a week style. But if full body is like, sounds fun to you, go for it, why not? Oh, man, oh man. No cappers about it, Mr. Fierce, let's see it. No cappers about it. Yeah. That's something to the shirt. The nice natural lighting coming through the door is helping. There's the Fierce Knight. Bringing back that Prime. You gotta save up for that Nordic Track, yep. Well, unfortunately, Amazon Prime subs are free, so that doesn't affect your ability to pick that one up, does it? You're good to go. You're good to go. Oh. Sounds good enough. Sounds good. But yeah, we'll be playing a lot of it. Looking forward to that one. Comes out on what? The 14th? No, sorry, not the 14th. Is it the 11th or is it the 14th? Just trying to get a consistent routine. Yeah, so in that case, I would just do whatever allows you to be consistent and whatever you enjoy the most. But I kind of like hitting this, you know, muscle groups around twice a week. 11th and 8th for founders. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. That's fast approaching. The 8th, huh? Wow. Wow, won't be long now, guys. Won't be long now. That's wild. That's coming right up, isn't it? That'd be fun. We're gonna be probably like putting everything else aside for Lost Ark for a while, I would imagine. Although, Elden Ring would be fun too. But yeah, I imagine that Lost Ark will be our primary focus for a while when it comes out. If I had to guess, that's the plan though. It's pretty a lot of fun. So the 8th, okay. Good to go. Good to go. We'll set our sights on then. That'd be crazy. Back and shoulders, aka arms, back and shoulders, baby, let's go. Arms every day. I'll do some pull-ups today. I think it might be my main back work. We'll see about it. Let's see about it. Thanks, Quaylen. Ready to get tilted there before? Yeah, dude, I was getting legit tilted, but let's see how it goes. It's just right there off YouTube. Berserked, my man. PvP continents, oh snap, okay. Yeah, I'll be looking forward to the arena, but yeah, I was getting tilted in the beta, but it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Just gotta learn to kind of hit and run as a berserker, it looks like. Hey Thorin, thanks so much, man. For the sub. Did you get gifted a sub? Did you just pop it in the chat saying what's up too? Sup, brother. Time to bomb. Let's go indeed. Time to bombs. Other night, nice. Nice. Yeah, we gotta play more God of War. I think our next God of War gameplay is gonna be tomorrow. But you guys can definitely make sure and swing by to the main YouTube channel for a couple of our God of War uploads, and then the highlights channel is a little ahead of us. If you really can't wait, you can check that out too. But yeah, excited to play more of that on stream too. Woo. More of that on the way. Tonight's gonna be WoW and Monster Hunter though, I think. Kind of like yesterday. Hopefully we get some games with Jenny, that'd be fun. Great. Woo. When do you start warming up before your workouts? Probably the whole time. It's just kind of, you just work up into your training. I don't think at any time that I just like jump into working sets. Yeah, definitely show those God of War gameplays some love on YouTube. Show all those videos some love on YouTube. See if we can help Variety gain some traction on YouTube as well. Dude, Variety's doing okay on Twitch. It's pretty cool. It's doing okay. Still need to gain some traction on the old YouTube. That's all right. All good. We'll get there eventually. Maybe. We'll keep posting the WoW content on YouTube as well, and keep the WoW content rolling here. Like I said, if we can do Mythic Plus with Jenny tonight, that'd be great. Make sure she gets her boxes for the week. Had fun doing Arena and BGs yesterday too, so that was some good stuff. Yeah. And then, of course, Monster Hunter is super fun. I'm obsessed with Monster Hunter. And as you'll see in the chat, we're doing our sponsored stream with Factor Meals later today, too. Get to unbox and try some of those out. That'd be great. And if you guys are interested in that, you can check out that link right there, too. Get some tasty, healthy, ready-made meals delivered right to your doorstep. And we did our sponsors room at Thornton yesterday. Lots of wonderful, supportive sponsors on our team. Helping keep our community going and growing and hooked up with all kinds of helpful services and products. You'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. I'm grateful for all of that and all the support from you guys and your viewership that makes it all possible. So let's keep it going. Big shoulder work today. Oh, like I said, I've been feeling these workouts. Any injuries? Thankfully not. What size percentage of vitamins you can take? I would imagine that varies. 400 what though? I would imagine that varies. Did Witcher Monster Hunters have any impact on me trying to Monster Hunter? I think it was mostly a timing thing, but I mean, maybe. What's up, Mark? I think it was mostly just timing that Monster Hunter Rise was coming out, but I think if you like the Monster Hunter and Witcher, you might like Monster Hunter as well. But maybe like the whole world of The Witcher is something that kind of brings you in that game too. But I mean, I can see it. I don't know if I really had it in mind, but maybe. It is a little similar, isn't it? I can see it. Well, I think I always wanted to try out the Monster Hunter games, and it just sort of had the occasion to do it with Rise being, released for PC at this time, Just worked out really nicely. Really been digging it too. Marky's coming here fired up today. I'm feeling it a little bit, but that's alright. Yeah, Rise is great. You're probably not going to overdose on vitamins, but you need to be maybe a little bit mindful of how much caffeine you're taking. If you're taking pre-workout and caffeinated supplements, just keep that in mind. But the amount of vitamins that you can take varies, but like there's probably some that you want to make sure that you're not taking too much of, but it's unlikely that you would. Like get too much iron or something like that, right? Unless you were like taking too much of an iron supplement in particular or something like that. But once again, I mean, be mindful of that. A couple more sets of this. Start working some pull-ups in the mix. I think that's kind of the main back stuff I want to do today. Maybe pull-ups and maybe some hex bar shrugs. And pump the shoulders. I did a lot of rows. 200 milligrams caffeine a day or less. How are you getting, I mean, what other caffeinated supplements do you take? And is your pre-workout caffeinated? We got 200 milligrams ain't much. That definitely doesn't sound like too much. You're probably okay. In my non-medical expert opinion. No, that ain't much. Do you recommend supplements or vitamins and nutrients for your foot? Well, yes, both. I mean, I like supplements, and you want to make sure you're eating nutritious food. Not every pre-workout, that'd be a lot. So, I mean, I like supplements. Supplementation is very helpful, but I mean, gaining efficiency is more important. How to make it workout days? Usually kind of like chest, or like, I guess maybe push-pull legs approximately right now, but it's more like chest, back, legs, yeah. If you drink a lot of that energy drink, then you're probably not keeping your caffeine below 200 milligrams, unless you just, but that just doesn't really add up. Be taking multiple caffeinated supplements, but staying below 200 milligrams doesn't really make much sense. But maybe you are. Maybe you are. But even then, it's like, that's okay. I'm just saying that, like, to answer your initial question, the only thing that you're probably gonna need to keep an eye on is the caffeine, but it sounds like you got that under control, so whatever. The vitamin situation is probably fine, I guess, is the main thing. Probably fine. Yep. Creatine by itself is fine. Yep, it's good stuff. Yep. There you go. Next week, I'm gonna start working out with a workout plan. Nice. Yeah, creatine is like highly recommended. Yeah. It's good stuff. And my lats are so wide. On the roads, I guess? I wonder. I wonder. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. You don't need a cycle creatine, just 5 grams a day is fine. Yep. Yeah, 5 grams a day is all you really gotta worry about with that one. Real simple, it's like a multivitamin, you know? Just take that once a day, you're good to go. Yeah, monohydrate's fine. Monohydrate's like super simple and easy. Yep. Yep. Creatine levels stay leveled throughout your life, don't they? What? Like, not to be rude, like, do you know what you're talking about? Because that sounds like something that's like, I don't know what that even really means. They stay leveled throughout your life. You have no idea what you're talking about? Yeah. No offense. So I was like, that sounds, sounds like you don't know what you're talking about. That's okay. Okay. I don't even know what creatine is. Okay. Just contributing nonsense. Okay. Before I tried to answer that question, I just wanted to be like, okay, do we even have any basis for this? Just wanted to, yeah. Before I waste my time trying to decipher what that could possibly mean. Like, let me just stop you right there. Is that some BS? Okay, good. But yeah, monohydrated. Real simple, easy stuff. Oh man. Feeling today. Good day for some shoulder pumps though, I think. Good day for bomb. Yo, Red to Black. Thank you so much for the 2 months, man. Welcome back. Pumping us up on the afternoon game sesh. Today should be a fun stream, man. I just find the creatine and bulk that makes the best and stick with it, sure. I'd recommend the Recharge supplement from Legion. That's their creatine stuff that's good. If I had to pick one between whey, creatine, and aminoglutamine, it would be creatine. 100%. Yeah, creatine 100%. Like, if you can only pick one supplement at all, I'd pick creatine. For me, it's like creatine and caffeine. But yeah. Yep. That'll get you going. The creatine's really pretty inexpensive. And the Legion Recharge is a good way to get it. Yep. Exclamation mark Legion, bro. Use our link, use our code. Save some money, support your boy. The dream. The dream. Get a little bit of rear delt action going. I'm tempted to do some more incline press today. Doesn't really count as shoulders, but I am tempted. But I might say that for if tomorrow, if I'm not really feeling legs yet, I might do some incline. So we'll hold off on that one. Do some more dumbbell presses or something like that. Well, I am feeling today. Woo. Just get in here and pump it up a little bit, have some fun. We've been doing arms like legit every day. It's kind of fun. Oh, man. The Legion site is just fantastically done. Really good place to learn about subs in addition to get you some good ones. Arms every day for a while. They must grow. They have no choice. Alrighty. I don't know, Pierce. Use the link. Follow directions. Let me help you out, bro. Help me to help you, brother. Here we go. Just good, natural, well-dosed ingredients. Not filler crap. This is good stuff, man. Man, oh man. Looking good, baby. Looking good. We'll do some wider grip pull-ups too, but we'll warm up with some of these close grips. Because the close grips kind of double as some extra arm work. Oh, man. All right. Need protein meal replacement? Well, protein is easy. What do you need meal replacement for? But they have plant-based protein, whey protein, isolate, and then casein protein. So yeah, they got you covered. They got you covered over that Legion. And if you want pre-workout, get the Repulse. You can get that with caffeine or without caffeine, by the way. So you can modulate your caffeine intake and your pump. It's pretty sweet. Yeah, like I said, you can get the Pulse with no caffeine. Yep. The issue with working out is you get sort of workout routine, you get bored with it and stop. Yeah, maybe you're just not challenging yourself, right? You don't really have goals set. It doesn't really mean anything to you, right? Set yourself some goals. Yep. Make it mean something to you. And challenge yourself, you know? You're gonna have to put in a little something, basically, in order to get more out of it, right? But it starts to become really fun, too, so. Yep. Nice, sleeps are gonna love it, man. They're gonna love it, you got it, dude. So you get a nice juicy discount off of the first order, and then every time you order after that, you get double rewards points. Yeah. Here we go. Beta-alanine? Yeah, beta-alanine is definitely pretty standard for a lot of pre-workouts. Like the tingles, yeah. Like I said, you're like the Pulse then, man. You're like that. And I like aminos. Legion doesn't make aminos because the science on them isn't real strong. And I respect that, so. My take on it is that it's crap, fierce. Man, oh man. Oh man. Awesome, Sammy. I don't think it has sugar in it. There's a lot of different companies that have just tried to sell caffeine to gamers in different forms over the years. Doesn't necessarily have a lot of value. That kind of thing is gonna get timed out just for a second. Yeah, get yourself in a nice deficit, Sammy. The Genesis will help you get some micronutrients as well as maybe even help you. You know, like what I used to do is I used to have my green supplement before bed to kind of knock out that last little bit of hunger. Yep. The acai berries, the Genesis, like the greens, I think taste better than the normal ones, but it'll take some getting used to. But it'll be all right. It's still good. I have not fierce, no. Should you work out if the muscles are sore after lost workout? Does that work? I mean, you probably train something else, right? All right, so the fair supplement. Well, it's not really a supplement at that point, but you can definitely make use of ice cream to help you achieve a surplus, perhaps. If that's what you're looking for. Certainly could. Help you get that surplus. Add a little extra calories in. Definitely could be done. Yep. Yep. Do what you gotta do. It's okay, Red. All good. No, I haven't used that mashed. Once again, my recommendation is solidly with the Legion Pulse pre-workout. It's my favorite one. Don't believe a clean bulk is a myth? No, you just gotta not eat too much. Eat a surplus, but you don't have to go crazy, right? Now, if you guys want pre-workout, man, I'm telling you, Legion Pulse is the real deal. They're a dream sponsor because they just make fantastic products. Good, smooth energy from the caffeine. And the pumps are the real deal too. Love it. Talking a lot about subs today, but for me, you know, I'm telling you, man, you guys are gonna like the Legion stuff, dude. You're gonna like it. It's like I was like, is this even, can this be real? When they reached out to me, it was like, their approach and their philosophy, their ingredients, how they pick them, how much they use, it's all backed by science. It's really good stuff. So you know you're getting a good product. And without, you know, any fillers or fluff or weird stuff in there, right? And you're talking about the Redcon thing. One of the co-founders of Redcon is going to jail for putting sketchy ingredients in supplements from the company he was with before. I'm not sure how I feel about that, you know what I mean? It's better to stick with brands you can trust. I like the Blue Raz, my favorite. Just starting in, wanting to lose some weight, but in the process feeling like I'm losing so much muscle. Train like an animal, eat in a deficit. If you're just starting again, you can probably build muscle while losing fat. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, man, if they use the ingredients they choose and the amounts that they use is based on like scientific studies that they actually, and like they have notes to go to those studies on the website. Exclamation mark Legion, check it out, dude. They'll be like, we use this much citrulline because of this article, this study, this experiment that showed that this was the most effective amount. It's pretty wild. That's what you want to see. That's what you want to see. No, I understand. Like, I joke about it too. Like, if I take 2 days off, I'm like, oh man, I lost all my gains, you know? You keep it half dose that pulse and get a more efficacious dose and more dose, yeah, definitely. But what you can do is also, like, if you wanted to not have so much caffeine but still all the pump, you get like you get one pulse with caffeine, one pulse without it, and then you can, you know, mix however much you want of the caffeine, and then you can mix however much with the non-stim, you just get the rest of the pump, right? Eating it doesn't so hard for me. Well, if you keep working on it, it'll probably get better at it over time, right? Just finish late day, feel dizzy, well, get yourself some water, a little something to eat. a lot of things are kind of difficult when you first get started, right? Well, you get better at it as you go, including having discipline with your diet. But you also might be maybe eating in a bigger deficit than you need to, right? Whew. Sorry, keto, okay. How many calories are you eating? Way to get into it, Red. Good job. Yeah, keto is definitely not necessary, but some people, prefer low carb to manage their deficit, and that's, fair enough. But I don't want people thinking that they have to do keto in order to lose weight, because it's just not true. And also, if people are going to try to do keto, I want to make sure they're not eating way too low calories. Yeah, 1,200 calories a day is pretty low. That might have an impact on why you feel dizzy. How much weight are you losing per week eating 1,200 calories a day? And how long have you been doing it? Because that might make you feel a little dizzy. Protein and total calories all you need? Yep. I agree. I think you want to make sure you get enough fat though. But yeah. You were on fasting for like a year, you felt great? Okay. How many calories a day were you eating? Because that's really the only thing that matters, is how much calories you're getting for fat loss. But like we're saying, dividing it in macronutrients is helpful, making sure you get enough fat and protein. What's up, Reggie? 5'11", and I weigh just over 200 pounds as of right now. Your goal is to lose 500 calories a workout, right? So how much weight are you losing per week eating 1,200 calories a day? Because it's pretty low calories. What's my body fat? I don't know. Not super lean, but not super chubby. 1,200 not bad for a female? Well, that's why I'm asking how much weight you're losing per week. Because it could be lower than it needs to be. Especially if you're feeling real dizzy after training. That's like a sign, like, maybe we need to eat a little more. What do you think of a 10-day detox to lose weight? I think it's horseshit. Literal horseshit. Just eat in a deficit. You don't need to do nothing but drink lemonade for 10 days. It's just stupid. How is that teaching you anything about healthy eating habits? Anything that says detox is bullshit, unless it's like you're going on dialysis or something from a doctor. Just watch this video and eat in a deficit of calories. Instead of just like detoxing for 10 days. I'm sorry there's so much BS out there, man. I'm sorry. It really is out there. I'm just trying to help, man. I'm sorry there's so much BS, though. Yeah, I've been in competition lean before is what I'm saying, so I'm definitely not like super lean. But not super chubby either, I guess. Ideally, we are gaining weight right now, and we are overall going up, which is good. Not in a huge rush, though, to gain a ton of weight real quick. Just kind of slow and steady. And so far, so good with that goal. We're doing good. I'm a vegetarian. A couple years now, I want to say. It's been really good. I like it. Oh, lads are still fatigued. It's interesting. Lats are still tired. It's kind of push-pull legs. Usually train about 2 hours a day. So just burning calories in your workout isn't the only thing that contributes to fat loss. I'm gonna ask you one more time, how much weight are you losing per week? That will tell you what your deficit is per week. Trying to burn 500 calories every workout, that's fine. But if you're losing 3 pounds a week and you're lightheaded after your workouts, you could probably add in some calories, still lose plenty of weight, just not feel so terrible, make it more of a long-term goal rather than a short-term thing that's gonna make you fall off the wagon or, hurt yourself or feel bad, right? So, good job on the squat, man. Are people doing juice cleanse on social media? Yeah, people do all kinds of stupid shit on social media. It's not a good idea. Half pound a week, so steady? I'd say 1 to 2 pounds a week, but if you're a light human being, 1 pound a week might be all you really need, right? I think 3 pounds is a little higher, right? It depends on your body weight. You probably don't want to lose more than 1% of your body weight per week, and that's probably fine. But if you're losing more than that, you can probably eat a little bit more food and feel a little better, right? So, which I think is a good plan for, healthy long-term fat loss. So you don't know how much weight you're losing per week? Is that what's that? How long have you been trying to diet? You might want to start tracking how much weight you're losing per week. Then adjust your calories accordingly, understanding that 3,500 calories in deficit equals 1 pound of fat loss. And deficit doesn't just come from exercise, it just comes from your body just using calories, right? Just to exist, to run your body. Muscular expenditure is going to come from your body just running itself. Think fat burn supplements are BS? Mostly, yeah. There are a couple that Legion makes that can, help in a deficit, but yeah. Trying to get rid of stuff fat, that's why I'm so strict? Yeah, I understand. Here, watch this video. I'm with you. Being disciplined with your diet is very good. Being overly aggressive isn't necessarily good, though. So, I hope I'm making myself clear. If you're feeling lightheaded for leg day, and you're eating a very low amount of calories, and you're losing more weight than you need to, you can eat a little more, right? So, Mexican, are you trolling? You started off with the juice cleanse, now you're talking about TRT? Asking me what TRT you should listen to? Nothing. You should keep training and eat more. They're trying to make gains. What are you talking about? How to beat gym intimidation? Just go to the gym, nothing to be afraid of. You trolling? What are you doing? What are you doing over there? Oh, there's 2 of you, and you guys both have blue. You both have blue names. Oh, freaking me out. Okay. Pardon me, Mexigero, Mexicutioner. You don't need to look into TRT. You need to fucking get to work with your training, your food, and your sleep. See if that helps you out. I can't tell you how much I lose per week because I don't know. We finally arrive at the truth. Start tracking your shit. That'll help you out. It took a while. It took about 15 minutes to get to that point. Start tracking your stuff. It'll make everything a lot easier. And if you're super strict and super crazy aggressive with redlining your discipline, eating no food, you probably can have the discipline and to apply it to seeing what happens with your weight over the course of weeks and months and whatnot, right? Yeah. What if I do a train yourself giveaway? I train you guys every day. Am I gonna invite you to my home during a pandemic? Probably not. Probably not. Start tracking your stuff. You got this. That'll help you out, I promise. And honestly, you could probably eat 300 more calories a day and be fine. You could probably bump up to 1,500 and see how that feels. You'll probably still lose plenty of weight. Training our subs every day. Training not subs every day. Training to get a BlizzCon, yeah, but you don't have to sub for that or win a giveaway, you just have to show up. What do you snack when you get cravings? Snack on the understanding that you're doing the right thing with your diet and that cravings are irrelevant. Stick to the plan and accomplish your goals. That's what you snack on. That's some food for thought right there. You plan your food ahead of time. Stick to it. Sleep, yeah. Suck it up. Guess soy and cheese is protein vegetarian, I suppose. I get some protein from soy, some protein from milk proteins like you're suggesting. Some protein from like pea protein, rice protein, and the Plant Plus protein sub from Legion. I love this product called Corn, Q-U-O-R-N. Do you take steroids? And what do you bench? No. And my max ever is 355, but I'm not anywhere close to that right now. When you're dieting, do you get hangry? I think that if I'm in a sustained deficit, my energy and patience can be a little lower. But I don't usually get real hangry. But I can definitely be a little bit less patient. Like today, haven't gotten around to eating yet, so we'll have to sort of see how the patience feels. Sometimes, whenever you feel weak for fat foods, I legit yell out, no! Sometimes it works. There you go. You gotta do what you gotta do. I like that. 345, 350 is my max. 345 is a lot too, though, yeah. It's 4:24 p.m. Yep. How many times were you bench a week? Was that high? Probably twice, I'd say, right? Yep. Something like that. Why do you prefer single hammer curls over double? I'm not sure that I do. Not sure that I do. But I kind of just do a little bit of both sometimes, right? Sometimes I just slang around, see how it goes, you know? But yeah, I'm not sure that I do have that preference. Not sure. I know, sometimes, you know, when I'm dieting, you feel pretty good. Like when you get real deep into a diet, you've been low body fat for a while, you can get a little tired, but I think in general, sometimes you end up, I mean, if you get your diet right, you end up feeling pretty good, honestly. Kind of feeling in a good rhythm and stuff, you know? That's a good place to be. But the main thing with dieting is just get tired, at least that's for me. Just don't have the same kind of energy, you know what I mean? So, yeah. I'm gonna untime him out for a little longer. Or I'm gonna just let him free from the shadow realm here. There you go. Oh, do you mean like with a barbell? Thanks, Storm Shout. Yeah, well, I will compete again at some point, but during the pandemic, I haven't been competing. There's no reason to put yourself and the family at risk, you know, just got plenty of other stuff to work on, including making gains, so, yeah. But when it comes to snacking and all that, I would really encourage you, that's fine, Lance. I would really encourage you to actually plan your, like I talk about tracking your calories. The next step forward is actually planning your food ahead of time and don't deviate from the plan. Definitely, thank you so much for the 45 months, man. Big flex for you, appreciate it. We'll see, Juicefer, we'll see. Any recommendations for home gym equipment? I mean, What do you want to do at home? What kind of training are you looking to do? Will I do a subathon? I do a subathon every day. I just don't leave the stream on while I go to sleep. Yeah, keep subbing so I can continue to stream every day. every sub and Super Saiyan Ascension means that we get to keep turning the stream on every day, so keep it up. Oh man. What would I do if I couldn't stream? I don't know. It would depend on what made it so I couldn't stream. Like, what would cause that? Well, I got myself from Rogue, but you have other options too. I've not tried advanced calisthenics. Well, if Twitch goes bankrupt, stream on YouTube. I guess. But yeah, definitely. Do you like work out at all right now? YouTube's also gone? Okay, why are Twitch and YouTube gone? What happened? Does the internet still exist? Are we like under siege from Skynet? Like, what's going on here? Because maybe I'll be fighting for the resistance, you know? Like, who knows? What are the situations that are leading to the internet being gone? Communist China takes over. Okay, well, I guess I'd have to do whatever government assigned job at the time, I guess. I don't know. I don't know, man. I've been doing this for full bore, maximum effort for 10 years, so I don't know. Maybe something involved with fitness, perhaps? I don't know. But yeah, I've been doing this 100% maximum effort for, 10 years now, so. If you ask anybody, hey, what have you been doing? Or if you couldn't do your dream job that you've been pouring your life into for the past 10 years, what would you do? It's like, I have no idea. I don't know, figure something out. Hopefully something I enjoyed that has to do with things that I'm passionate about, right? I don't think I have gotten into Destiny 2, no. Maybe like just a teeny bit. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Lumberjack, I don't know about that. Maybe something fitness related. Who knows? Looking for a supplement to get me some nutrients during the workout. Well, I wouldn't say that pre-workout supplements are very nutritious, but they are designed to help you have an effective training session. Right? Medical sales, you know what I say? Probably because we've been talking about supplements the entire day so far. If I had to guess. See me as a trainer. Well, we are working out and talking about training, so I don't think that's too far off the mark either, right? What game are looking forward to? Lost Ark, Elden Ring, still enjoying God of War, still enjoying Monster Hunter, still enjoying WoW personally, so. If you haven't tried 9.1.5, you might want to give that a try, depending on what kind of put you off WoW a couple months ago. Because they kind of lessened the grind quite a bit, made it a little easier to get a character up to speed. Play some alts. PvP has been popping recently, it's been really fun. Yeah. Depends on the individual. After you custom stream for 10 years and get paid average to good and think what you could have done to earn in a corporate role, I have no idea. I have no interest or like training in a corporate role. But I guess, I mean, this is the dream job for me though, so. Even if like, as long as you're able to pay bills and like, afford food and I guess save up a little for the future, I mean, like every day is a good day for me, right? So, I don't know. I'm doing something I enjoy, right? So, make a little bit more money doing something soul-sucking is kind of not worth, right? Because what are you making money for, right? Well, what's the point? To eventually enjoy your life, you know? Setting up future generations of your family is cool too, though. But I think we're able to do that a little bit what we're doing right now, right? So. Is retail to be better? I'm not sure. I mean, I think that's a preference kind of thing. How much do I spend on groceries? I'm not sure. I have to ask Jenny. She does most of the grocery ordering. Alliance LFG is not bad either, but I don't know. I usually just hop on and find healers, help them get some rating. It's fun. Creatine's good. And why is it good? Because it has probably like some of the most extensive research on its efficacy and safety. So that's, I guess that'd be a why. In terms of what creatine actually does, it basically helps your muscles have energy, basically. Yep. Basically. I think there's more people playing more, but I don't think Alliance is bad. Even when attempting to drop weight, yeah, creatine doesn't stop you from losing weight. If anything, it'll help you because it helps you with your performance. So losing weight comes down to eating a deficit of calories. What will I have? Eat again? I don't know. Don't really have a plan for that. Yeah, it has to do with the ATP, right? Exactly. Yep. Oh. Yep. Oh, are you in a corporate setting, Sick? Is that what you're talking about that? Yeah, if you like what you're doing, man. Gives you a schedule that works for you. That's awesome. Good stuff. Savage. Big flex to that Prime, man. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it, man. What a legend. Yeah, losing weight is just about deficit of calories. Like I said, if anything, creatine will help you lose weight because it helps you have enough energy in your muscles to train hard and be active, which helps you create a deficit. Yep. Okay, so I'm glad you're in a spot that you're enjoying. That's what it's about, man. Well, I hope everybody finds something that they love to pour their passion and time into, that they find rewarding and fulfilling, you know? That's great. Back is still feeling it's crazy. Oh, thanks, champion. 3,000 increased water weight? Barely. Water is one of those things that's used in that ATP, ADP, like chemical process. So like, you need to drink water on creatine. You need to drink water anyway. Like, big surprise. Like, if you're active, you should be drinking water anyway. You should drink water anyway if you're not active. So it doesn't really retain a lot of water. It's not hard on your kidneys. No. It's one of those things that's not supported by research. Like, you should be drinking water anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. So. I mean, if I don't think it'd be hard on you to take way too much. But taking way too much water can also be bad for you, so like, you know. Once again, 5 grams a day, you're good to go. That's all you gotta do. To enjoy the performance benefits of creatine. You don't need to worry about water retention or kidney damage or hair loss. None of that's supported by research. What is supported by research is that it's safe and effective for long-term use. So you're good to go. Whew. Get that good old Legion recharge. You're good to go. Drink soda? What do you think? That's how to get over a bad gym sesh. Get some food in you, get some good rest, and get after it again tomorrow. 60 to 200 pounds, how much protein you take after workout. I mean, however much you need to fit your macros. Watch that video. I mean, it depends, like, how tall you are and how much you weigh tells me nothing about your, like, goals. Maybe you can aim for around 180 grams of protein a day, 200 grams of protein a day total, and take as much as you want after your workout. That fits in with your whole plan, I guess. But watch that video first things first. Like, sauna's not really. Yep. There you go, Red. Good stuff. Boom. Creatine does not appear to affect kidney function in healthy people. Boom. What is that? It's Legion Pulse pre-workout, baby. How many times have we talked about Legion today? They're getting their money's worth on that sponsorship today, I tell you that. For good reason, too. I love them. But yeah, good old Legion Pulse. Yup. Good stuff. Yeah. No, you're good, you're good. Glad to have you, man. What are the main differences in training for mass versus strength? Maybe rep ranges. Maybe. Rep ranges. A lot of times when training for strength, they're going to focus on lower rep ranges with higher weights. For training for mass, a lot of times you're going to be looking for hypertrophy through volume, higher rep ranges. It can't hurt, Daniel. Give it a try. Cold shower, hot shower to work out? I mean, I prefer a warm shower, personally. Cold showers don't really do anything physiologically for you. But if you like a cold shower, go for it. Yeah, I don't play with that bar back there. So I'd just say whatever you prefer. Sometimes in the summertime, after going out for a run, it's nice to finish a shower with cold water, but that's just because it feels good. It's not gonna like make you burn fat or anything, some people say. And it's not really cold enough to reduce inflammation, so. Yeah, once again, Robert, it's just, yeah, not really. Once again, like, if you take a cold shower and you come out of that shower being like, whoa, I feel good, I'm ready for the day, like, take cold showers, bro, like. But if you get in the shower, you're like, this sucks, this is just cold, like, you're not really losing much by not taking a cold shower if you don't like it, right? So. Once again, it's one of those things, it's kind of irrelevant, but like if you have a preference, go for it, you know? Like go for it. Power to you. You know? Yeah. Now, actually taking like an ice bath can help reduce inflammation and stuff, but a cold shower is not the same thing as an ice bath. Most places in the world. Well, I don't know about most places in the world, but in general, for developed, temperate countries. Man, oh man. Yeah, maybe not in a good way though, Nev, huh? What's up, Karis? You take cold showers through high school because no heat limit. There you go. Was it brutal? Yeah, so once again, if you don't prefer it, you're like, I could live my whole life never taking a cold shower again, that's fine. Done cold showers, age recovery, like ice baths though? What did I just say, okay? Oh man. Eat a lot of fish as protein source. Is fish good as chicken? Who knows? I mean, like, you're either getting heavy metals with fish or like, you know, antibiotics and hormones with chicken. It's like, you pick your poison, right? Who knows? Strictly from protein perspective, it's probably fine. I think for the most part, you just get your protein wherever you get it, and then it's, you know, whatever, right? Gotta do ice baths? I've done them before. I'm good. We would do ice baths after training in college. I'm good. What are workout goals right now? We're in a surplus, so we're trying to spend this time to build muscle without getting too chubby. So this is the gains phase right now. But keeping it relatively lean. Yeah, I'm good. I don't. You can do without. Yeah, me too. I can recover just fine without an ice bath these days. But if you're getting like banged up a lot, like getting a lot of impact, you know, I bet an ice bath can help bring down some of that inflammation, perhaps. You don't feel like the belt messes with the breathing? No, I don't. I don't really wear it super tight. I like the belt. I use it mostly for the overhead press. I could be doing some like shrugs today, maybe I will. But no, it's fine. It's fine. But I'm pretty liberal with my usage of the belt, though, to be fair. Some people don't put a belt on for hardly anything. And I'll chuck it on for just about anything. Just about everything. Ugh. I do like the way it feels. So return to cold for the last 5 seconds? Yeah, I feel you. I feel doing okay. Doing alright. A little low on food, that's alright though. On stream we do, yeah. Just rocking out. Some tune skis. It is pretty cool, isn't it? The Bajheera song is a banger too. Pretty awesome. Some rear delters. Some rear delters. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Let me see how these 40s feel real quick. I need to start running out of oxygen during heavy reps. I mean, you could build some cardiovascular fitness. That might be helpful. But you don't need to necessarily take your reps to failure either. You could go to the point where you get 1 or 2 reps left in the tank and then just do more sets. There's evidence to suggest that's better for gains anyway. Rather than true failure. But you can work on your breathing technique. But also build some cardiovascular fitness. Yeah. I could reduce my my volume a little bit, but I think volume is just the way I enjoy training the most too, so. My workouts are kind of for fun too, and for enjoyment in the pump is pretty nice.
Wait, you're doing 3 cardio days a week already? Yeah, like, are you doing anything that actually kind of puts you in the same kind of cardio situation that a you know, max effort set does, like an anaerobics situation? Like sprints and whatnot? Berserk and Destroy, yeah. That sounds good to me, Clark. I only work out once a day right now. You're an endomorph, so you do cardio. So, whatever, those aren't real. You're not an endomorph, you've just been eating in a surplus. Not how it works. Do resistance training. Do cardio if you want to, and eat in deficit. Endomorph, ectomorph, mesomorph, those aren't real. It's just a reflection of what you've been doing with your intake with respect to your demand of calories. That's really all there is to it. You're not doing. It's got to change the way that you consume calories and use calories. Oh. So if that's factoring in your decision to do keto because you're an endomorph and endomorphs have to do keto, that's just false. Just heads up. Yeah, sprints would be good. Because like doing like low intensity, steady state cardio isn't really what you're doing when you're running out of breath in a max effort lift, right? You're anaerobic at that point. So doing other things that are anaerobic like sprints might be good for you. Yep. Oh. Gun Lancer. I think I've heard good things about the Gun Lancer. Oh man. Game tonight? Yeah. Gaming pretty much every day. Even on weekends, it'll just be a little bit later start on weekends. Yeah. Forcing yourself to breathe through your nose out of your mouth. I've really never done that. I was a competitive distance runner. You suck air through every orifice possible. The in through the nose, out through the mouth, that's like maybe for meditation, like controlling your breathing. At least from my perspective. You're sucking air through everything, like your ears, your eye sockets. I don't know if I agree with that. I'll put it differently. I know that I disagree with that. I don't know. But maybe like on a really heavy lift, you need to breathe a certain way to maintain your brace though. Is that what you're saying? Or are you just saying in through the nose, out through the mouth because that's what you've heard? Because that's something I don't agree with, personally. No, I'm definitely a mouth breather, yeah. Yeah, gotta practice the brace, yep. I'm glad you're working on it, learning it, it's good. Whew. Man, oh man. Man, oh man. Pumping. Good sit, good. Right. The whole nose, in through the nose, out through the mouth thing it's not something that you should worry about. Personally. My recommendation. Is that a shape? No, not really. Maybe for racing during lifts, not like running? Okay. Even then, I'm sucking air through my mouth for sure. But whatever works for you, I guess, huh? Half the reverse trim. Oh, yeah. Deficit of calories, Bubber. Yep. Are you hearing me, brother? You hearing me? Was it rough change or rudimentary? No. But eating the salty working out, yeah? It's alright.
Gotta eat. Gotta eat. But my dad's vegetarian growing up, so I've had like, plenty of vegetarian meals and incorporate plenty of, non-meat protein source in my diet. So just cutting out the meat was not really that hard. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty comfortable. Yeah. You can type !diet. That's just like a real quick look at like something I do. Find breathing through nose helps me breathe into the belly. That's my chest. There you go. Then do that. Yeah. Do that. If you feel like it helps you, yeah, absolutely then. Well, opinion on calisthenics and CrossFit and stuff. I mean, there's tons of ways to train. Find one that you like, that you would like, you actually enjoy the work, and that helps you accomplish your fitness goals. And I guess you're good to go, right? You can be as healthy as vegans doing the right diet, right? What do you mean? I mean, how healthy someone is on a vegan diet is on a spectrum just like anything else. Peanut butter calories in, sure, yeah. If you have trouble getting calories in, peanut butter can definitely be an ally to you. Yep. Yeah, you can definitely be unhealthy as a vegan. But I mean, like, there are all kinds of different diets that you can do while being healthy as well. For sure. Gumper is really good, yeah. How can you be an unhealthy vegan vegetarian? What do you mean? You can have all kinds of unhealthy habits, you just don't happen to eat meat, that's all. Or you don't happen to eat any plant or any, animal source products, but you have plenty of other unhealthy habits. What do you mean by that? Doesn't really take something that hard to imagine, right? For example, like, Twinkies are probably vegan, right? There's probably nothing animal sourced about it, like, yeah, right, Oreos are vegan, there you go, like, not saying that Oreos or Twinkies are necessarily gonna make you unhealthy, it's just like, you absolutely can accomplish the goal of being unhealthy without eating meat. I have seen Game Changer, yeah. It was less scientific and more anecdotal, but it's just like, look at these kick-ass athletes who also are vegan. It's pretty neat. Yep. Been losing weight, gaining muscle deficit, but also been working out? Yeah. Yep, that's cool that you can do that right now. Very fun. I don't remember, Alex. You can look it up on the Titan Fitness website. Or is it vegan? There's milk in it. Is it? Is there milk in them? Is there? Barbell row today? We were doing some barbell rows last night. I think I'm just doing kind of like pull-ups and pumping today. Cool, Siberia, nice. Good, more agile, that's good. I would say today's a fairly low-key workout, to be honest, but that's okay. That's how it goes, you gotta roll with it sometimes. Been working hard this week. Not done yet either. Looking forward to some factor meals tonight, post-workout. What's that bar there? We were doing some barbell rows the other day. We'll see. So far, it's been kind of pumping and chatting. Oh, that's all you white. What's up, man? Woo! Man. Man, oh man. Ain't no milk in them. A whole bunch of vegetable oils and sugar. There you go. Ever go strict bulk mode? Well, that doesn't really have to do with your bulk, right? Like if we're getting stronger, I don't do a lot of real low volume, like low rep sets. Good though. Would I recommend plant-based food? Yeah, you give it a try, yeah. I mean, you don't have to go like cold turkey on meat if you don't want to. You can like work a few, you know, try different sort of plant-based protein, plant-based meals, just work them into your diet. Be like, oh, that one's good, and you can incorporate that one in more often. And then if you get to the point where you find something that you really like and don't feel like eating meat at all, there you go. See if you like it. Just make sure you get enough calories, enough protein, like anything else, and you're good to go, right? That definitely could be pretty exciting to see what they decide to do with BlizzCon events like that, yeah. See about it, huh? Yeah, my hamstrings are sore, so I'm kind of hesitant to do like bent over work. Yeah. Hammies are a little sore. Every day's a good day for some curls, though. They've been doing curling every day. Nice. Keto and keto? Not my preference. I think there's a lot of misconceptions surrounding keto. But if you like doing low carb to hit your deficit or whatever, go for it. Go for it, Sick. Go for it, man. But I don't like low carb stuff so much. Usually. My coffee guy? No, I usually get all my caffeine from pre-workout. Is eating the same thing all the time optimal? I mean, as long as you're getting good nutrition from it, right? What's my opinion on healthiness with eating things like liver and bone marrow? I'm not familiar with any research, so it's not something I personally incorporate, but I know Sony's all about it. But yeah, I'm not familiar with any research that shows that being more helpful than getting nutrition from other sources, but you know, I mean, if you really wanted to eat some animal organs and bone marrow, go for it. That dude's fake. You talking about the Liver King? I've only ever heard of him from you guys. You know, dude's on steroids, posted on Instagram talking about how it's the animal intestines that he eats that make him jacked. It's like, okay, bro. You know, there's lots of different ways to make a living on social media, and being weird is definitely one of them. Being jacked and weird is an effective combo. But like, I don't know, man. I don't think necessarily it was reliable. You know what I mean? I wouldn't necessarily take health advice, but it certainly can be entertaining, right? You can be jacked and you can be weird, and both of those are pretty good, but being jacked and weird is also a powerful combo, you know what I mean? So, I'm good. I'm good. Remember the streamer Caseytron? That level of weird? Well, it's a very different kind, but I mean, like, she's still kicking ass, from what I've seen. She's still doing her thing.
Try to respect the paleo style diet while I'm physically active. Less transformed food, the better. Whatever makes you feel good. Him and his woodboard bed and no Wi-Fi bedroom so we can live like Stone Age in a mansion. Yeah. Makes a living on Instagram living in the Stone Age. Yeah. Like I said, man, power to him. I'm not talking any smack. It's just, it is kind of funny, right? It's not the kind of thing you should really take seriously, right? It's entertainment, but you know, whatever, right? Whatever. Oh, power to you, man. What he's doing is working, you know. But this might not be like a, you know, an actual like health or dietary, you know, source or resource. You know what I mean? The thing is, like if you do something like that and it like really fires you up and you love it and you're all about it, that can, you know, you feel fulfilled by it, like that can have really positive impacts on you. But I would say that at that point it's not the actual magical properties of the liver and bone marrow, it's the fact that you're doing something that you believe in, that you love, that's charging you up, and that is good, right? Do you think anyone who puts natural transformation on before and after pic are natty? Well, I mean, obviously. Do I think everyone who puts it is natty? Probably not. Do I think everybody who says it is not natty? Of course not. No. But whatever. Yeah. He needs to be taking care of that liver, right, doesn't he, Danner? Yeah, that's right. Any playing today? Probably some WoW. Yep. At its core, a lot of the stuff he preaches is scientifically backed, but it's character driven. Yeah, I'm not familiar with his content, so I don't know what his claims are. So, don't really know. Oh, Soldier, yeah, I love it, man. Very grateful for it. I don't know what kind of claims he makes. Yeah, probably some WoW and maybe some more Monster Hunter. How's the WoW content? I mean, the same old content. I'm just doing arena and BGs and stuff, you know, having fun with it, but you know, that's good for me. I'm good with it. You're not gonna play any Murloc. I don't think so. I don't think so. Did I reschedule my schedule? Yeah. Well, we've been doing this for a little while now, but yeah, I mean, like since before the holidays, Archer hasn't been able to go to daycare, so my schedule doesn't start until later in the day. Yeah. So Warrior Main? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Make sure you tune into the YouTube stuff too. If you're missing the streams or whatever. Glad to have you back, man. Glad to have you here hanging out. But yeah, the gym usually goes live from 3 to 4 p.m. PST, and the games usually go live from 6 to 7 on a late schedule these days. Madness engravings, what's that? Is that a lost art thing? No, I got like a little 20-something just started doing PvP. That's all I did. Looking forward to more of that, but we'll get to max level when the game actually comes out. That's gotta work pretty fun. So far, so good. Dude. Valerian, thank you so much for the 42 months, man. Big flex for you. Appreciate it, man. First time going to the gym. Is there a point of exercising if you're not planning on doing anything specific with diet? Yeah, I mean, exercise is still fun, and you can still build muscle and fitness. But, I mean, if you have athletic goals or body composition goals, you may want to also start putting a little effort into your diet. Working on improving specific cardio physique. Well, I mean, I want to improve everything, but I guess arms, shoulders, upper back, that kind of thing. But yeah, chances are, I mean, if you're lifting, you're probably gonna want to get better at some aspect, either getting stronger, or have better endurance, or build muscle, and then diet will help you with those goals. But no, I mean, if you just want to go to the gym to have fun and wing it, go for it. Yeah, that's fine too. Nothing wrong with that. You know, your goals are your own, so nothing wrong with that. Just go to the gym for fun, to go lift and see what you can do, you know. We can read the rules in my chat. We don't really have any like crazy specific rules. Just, I mean, most of it is like, you know, behave like you're actually interacting with other people. It's kind of a good gauge, right? Here we go. Didn't really change your diet, you just ate less? Well, that's a change, right? That's a change right there. That'll do it. But you can accidentally, you know, accomplish your goals, but I still recommend like tracking if you want to. Have been overweight? I'm probably technically overweight right now, but I've been active for, you know, and I've enjoyed, you know, sports and exercise for a long time, so yeah. Yeah, machines are a great way to get started, for sure, just in general. Just thought changing diet would be changing what I know, how much I eat. Yeah. I mean, you hear that a lot, but you'll hear me say it's way more important the amount of calories you eat rather than where you get them from. But I think eventually refining where you get your calories will also be helpful to you, but yeah. Sorry I didn't find us sooner, you know? Brother! Let's go, Vulcan! Oh my gosh, 10 gifted subs to the homies. Big flex for you. And big flex for all those 10 subbies. Welcome aboard, guys. Welcome back. Jeez Louise, Vulcan. Thank you so much, man. Pumping us up. Oh, baby. Got the counter thing and great this point? Good, good. That's what counts. I'm glad you're getting it, man. Bro, we gotta get some big old badge flex loving and some hype in the chat for Vulcan hooking up 10 gifted subs to the channel, man. What a beast. What a beast. Let's go. Oh, hello. Dragon Flame. Hello. Now get it going for us. Thank you, man. Oh. Big pumps.
No way, man. Newbie Mike pumping up as well. Oh, baby. Let's go. Oh, man. Woo! 20 gifties with the Falcon Mike combo, baby. Let's go. Jeez Louise. Just like that. 27 big ones on the day. Let's go, team. Thank you so much. Holy moly. Favorite after training? Well, I usually have my green supplement and then maybe some protein, or I just go have my first meal, which is like the QUORN and rice, the corn and rice. Down 30 in 3.5 months, I think. That's not overly aggressive. Yeah. You can't work out, feel you, bro. Feel you. That's pretty solid, man. Yeah. Not overly aggressive, but I mean, 2.5 pounds a week is pretty good, right? Pretty good clip. As long as you're still eating enough. But thank you so much, Mike and Fulkin. You guys rock. Jeez Louise. You guys are absolute pumpers. Helping us get this day going. It means a lot, guys. I kind of want to get that arm blaster out, man. And shout out for thanks for the 5 months. Big flex for you too. Appreciate it, man. So I go in the gym this week? Nice, dude. Way to get it started. Now I just gotta keep it going. Way to get it started though, man. I'm proud of you. Yeah, big flexes for you, Mr. Mike. Oh. Get some of these bad boys pumping here. Man, oh man. As a beginner, is there any equipment you recommend to get started? I mean, honestly, like, you can just get started with body weight stuff, but like dumbbells are pretty fun. So I do 8 a.m. workouts this semester in college is brutal. I can respect it. I used to get up like 4:30 in the morning to go train at 5 when the gym opened up in college, so. Yeah. I've been working out since I was like 12, but I mean, like, working out when you're 12 is different than working out when you're, you know, fully grown. But I've been working out forever. How to get more calories? Always been told just eat more, lol. Well, I mean, that's true. You try the whole eat less portions more often thing. There's like a limit to how much I can fit in your stomach while still be comfortable. Yeah, right, so you don't need to be super uncomfortable, but there are certain things you can do that are like, you know, like calorie dense foods. Like once you get like enough of your good nutritious foods, you can have like ice cream. You can have like, you know, peanut butter. These things are pretty nutritionally dense, but they like, chances are you can add another scoop of peanut butter in your diet per day, right? And if you just add one more scoop of peanut butter, you know, like per day, per week, that can add up to a lot of calories. And it's just like when you're in the gym. Like you might not be able to squat 400 pounds, but if you can squat 200 right now, then you do 205 the next workout, 210 the next workout, 215 the next workout, and slowly work your way up. You do the same thing with your calories. And soda pop, I wouldn't ever recommend that, no. I'd rather have like juice or something if you need the calories that bad. But yeah, just progressively overload your calories, Rax, like you would progressively overload your weights, right? Seltzer water would be the opposite of what you want to do if you're trying to add calories. Because that's just a lot of bubbles to make you feel like you're more full. Don't drink your calories? That's not necessarily what I'd recommend if you're trying to gain weight. You can absolutely drink calories if you're trying to get more calories in. Diet soda, good or bad? It's you know, less calories than sugar soda, but like it totally depends on like what purpose does it serve for you. What is it doing for you? Is it helping you stick to your plan or not? So, does that make sense to you, Rax? Slowly adding calories in over time?
I mean, like if you can eat one more piece of bread per day, you know, that's 100 more calories, right? Have some buttered toast, you know, before you go to bed or something like that, right? Man. Right, so I'm saying, like, depends on what your goals are for that pop or whatever. Yeah, so it doesn't have to be an all-at-once kind of thing. You don't need to be super uncomfortable stuffing food down and making yourself feel sick. You just need to slowly increase it over time. Like I said, even if it's just one, like this week, you add 1 piece of bread to your day. Next week, you add 2 pieces of bread to your day. Next week, you add 3 pieces of bread to your day. And honestly, if you're adding 3 pieces of bread and you butter all of those, that's like 600 calories easy. More than you were eating 3 weeks ago. And eventually you're gonna hit a surplus and be able to gain weight. How's the body fat going? It's probably fine. I mean, we're trying to gain weight right now, so some body fat's not a problem. Wouldn't only 100 calories a day make you gain weight at all? Did you hear what I was saying? Did you hear what I just said? Adding 100 calories this week might not make you gain weight, right? But it's also not gonna make you feel sick. So you add another 100 calories next week, every day. So you go from, you know, say you're eating 3,000 calories a day this week. Next week you eat 3,100. The week after that, you eat 3,200. The week after that, you eat 3,300. And that's like super slow. But after a month, you're eating 400 calories more per day than you used to. And if you don't gain weight at that, then you just keep adding calories slowly, you know, which should be comfortable for you. But you're progressively overloading your food. Yep. There we go. Oh. Ah, it's all good juice for you. I use a plant-based butter. It's called Earth Balance. It's really good. Yo, can you rate a very sweet streamer? I don't usually rate people that I don't know, but who is it? You can just tell me who it is. I don't usually rate people I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I'm familiar with them, but I'll check them out sometime. Blueberries, not very berry. I think generally unsaturated fats are probably better. But yeah, I eat like Earth Balance plant butter. It's good. Really tasty. Makes me feel really good. Good source of fats. Do they drug test the natural bodybuilding competition community? Yeah, they do. Like I've competed in, like at Muscle Beach. They don't drug test at Muscle Beach. But for Muscle Mania, they do drug test, yeah. Yeah, I would imagine my body fat will go up over time right now. Yeah. If I had to guess, body fat would be on the way up now. But we also might look more full because we have more food in my system too. Not today, but in general.
yeah, we're not gonna gain too much fat too quickly, I don't think. But definitely working on being in a surplus right now.
Yeah, I just didn't know what you're asking because, you know, my body fat hasn't really been like a point of concern or anything, so.
Have a six pack? Not really.
That's a lovely home gym setup, yeah, definitely. No, there's really no temptation there. I want to be healthy, live my life, enjoy my training. No reason to, you know, take years off your life just for bigger delts or whatever. Drinking some Legion Pulse with a little bit of EAAs mixed in there right now for the later session, later part of the workout. A little half scooper.
I train because I love it, and I compete because I love to train, and I'm, you know, kind of competitive. I like to kind of see what my efforts look like up against other people's sometimes, the things that I'm putting effort into, right? So it's kind of fun, but may as well just stay natural and compete in natural drug-tested shows. May as well, huh? It's like bodybuilding is just, in general, bodybuilding is like an endurance, just endurance sports. I just happen to prefer doing foot races. Whereas you can do bike races, they're both endurance sports, but bike racing, you're using other tools. I'd rather just run rather than bike race, right? Wish you have a six pack like me, it's kind of difficult to fight your abdominal genetics. Well, it depends on what you mean have a six pack like me. Will your muscles insert on your body the same way? Maybe not, but can you build abdominal muscle and then be lean enough to show it? Absolutely, yeah. What's up, Albert? You know, I think my friends who got on the juice have all the same issues and have all average, it seems, yeah. Kind of sucks. Not worth. Not worth. Man, let's keep making gains. Looking fit, thanks. Rear delts a priority on shoulders or lat? Both. My lats are okay. My rear delts need work. That's why we're hitting those. Well, I'll show you. These guys, I'm trying to move anyway. I mean, I'm doing just, you know, over there too, but I do like the chest supported ones. These guys, absolutely got to build their rear delts with this right here. And yeah, winning the natty shows is a lot of fun. Definitely. And it's like, the ingredients that go into winning a natural show are just the training, the diet, the food, and you know, your posing. It's not like, and how much drugs did you take? Were you willing to, like, you know, take more years off your life using drugs than the other guy, you know, so you win? Like, it's not like that, right? You can leave all the chemistry out of it, and it's just the work, right? Because, I mean, it would really suck, you know? It really sucks to, like, go compete, right? And then at the end of the show, you're like, okay, what do you need to do to win? It's like, well, I guess I just need to take more drugs. Like, what a shitty, like, way to progress. Instead of being like, well, I gotta, you know, build up my delts better, or gotta, you know, hammer my diet a little harder next time, or whatever. It's like, oh, we just gotta just turn
turn that knob, crank up the drugs a bit. I don't know, it just seems so much less like satisfying. I don't know. Yeah, that's Archer's barbell. Yeah. You don't have an exercise like that yet? You could try. Oh. It's all a priority. Yeah. Finished school, quit WoW, had a baby, had a career that you're liking? Awesome, fantastic. Love to hear it, man. Keep it up, dude. Keep it up. That's fantastic, man. Keep pumping, dude. Good to see you. We're doing our thing, as always. No surprise there, though, right? Surprise, surprise, we're still pumping. Congrats, though, man. That's awesome. What you working in? What's this career that you're loving? It's exciting stuff, man. Ooh, things like recent as well. Oh, man. Pump these tries, hit the flex over there. Ah. Yeah. Yeah. And Naughty Light, thanks for the 8 months, man. Big flex for it, appreciate it, dude. That's so fun. Building up the youth. Wonderful. If I say you're lucky, I feel you. I feel you on that. Yep, I feel you on that. Have a core ab exercise? I mean, training abs directly is good. It's something I've done a lot of. I don't do a lot of it right now. That's wonderful, Barrick. Good stuff, dude. Keep it up, man. Glad to hear it. I'm gonna do smaller pull-ups real quick. Yeah. I got it from Legend Fitness. It's awesome. I love it. It is excellent. Man. Nice. 1,000 whole rating. Let's go, dude. Only 2,000 more to go. I mean, I have trained abs a lot. I just don't do a lot of direct core work. I would recommend direct core work. So. Yeah, I feel you, knick-knack. I mean, bracing your core is good, but I do think that direct ab work is good too. I think it has value. Here we go. Oh, man. Yeah. I feel like we're gonna do some kind of hex marking tomorrow. Whew. I was hoping that Belric can. What's up, hackers? Work on it, man. Yeah. Yeah, tomorrow's seeming to me like we're gonna be doing some hex bar work. Because we didn't really do a lot of traps today for back, so that would be good to do a little bit of back and legs combo. Sounds perfect. Sounds perfect. Oh, some hex bar action. Ugh. I don't know, I've just kind of been really enjoying training arms recently. Not a big surprise there, but I've been doing a lot of arms recently. Past couple days at least. Woo. Oh yeah, it is Nick Nap, yep. Good fun. And heck, is that going up purely big flex for both you guys. Thank you. Woo. How many pounds? Not much. It's, what, 65 pounds, so it's like around 30s. Feels good though. Feels nice. The Vast tips I only know so much. So I use it resource I know help me? Yeah, so that means you're sending them to the stream, right? That's right. Bicep blaster, yep. So profit. Finishing up a little pump sesh. Then it's gaming time soon. Don't remember the price tag, but it's definitely a good investment. Drinking some Legion Pulse from our lovely sponsor Legion, exclamation mark Legion in the chat. It's already right there for you, apparently. And then a little bit of EAs with it. Yep. Oh man. That's cool, Barrett. Thanks, man. Man, oh man. Woo. Man, oh man. Woo. Yeah. Yeah. Get some of this going real quick. Ah. Good old rear delt skis. Follow me at 24th. That's crazy, man. Thanks for watching all this time. Appreciate it, dude. Whew. Sounds good, Bill. We'll catch you later, man. Thanks for checking in. Glad things are going great. Keep it up. Whoo-wee. Yeah, we've been having fun with the God of War gameplay. More of that on the way, too. Make sure you guys are showing us some love on YouTube. Thanks, Mike. We gotta wrap it up relatively soon so we can get to them games. Gonna be playing some WoW and enjoying some ready-to-eat, tasty, healthy meals from our sponsor for the month, Factor. Excited about that. We'll get them gains in this evening. Might have 2 of them bad boys, matter of fact. Sup, Ben Train? How's it going, dude?
Finishing up some back and shoulders pumps, which is basically like kind of end up being an arms and shoulder workout. Was it a good idea to drop the weight and work on your form? Yeah. Does that belt help with lower back pain? No, not, I mean, that's not really what it's for, no. I mean, I guess it could potentially, but I'm mostly just using it to brace my core to connect my upper and lower back when I'm pushing that weight above my head. Feels pretty good, but I don't have the belt on real tight, so I don't have to like take it off between sets. But yeah, I mean, if your form is feeling weird, dropping the weight and practicing good form is definitely a good idea. With you on that one. Whew. Oh man. That's crazy. We got some serious gifties going in. That's at 30 subs and resubs just for the gym stream, man. Whew. You guys are nuts. Thank you once again. For all the individual subbies and the big gifties. Whew. From Vulcan and Mike. Man, oh man. Getting it in. Getting it in. All right. Speaking of getting it in, probably ought to call it on a good note here. Good work for now in the gym. The plan is to catch you guys in about 20 minutes to get some gaming in. We're gonna get things rolling, get things started with some WoW, and then we're gonna dig into some meals from Factor. Exclamation mark Factor in the chat if you wanna check them out. Get a big old discount using our code. But either way, appreciate you guys tuning in. Thanks for showing love. See you guys in just a little bit to keep our games and gains rolling with the games and some grub. Looking forward to that. See you guys soon. Peace.